What's going on, guys? Can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hopefully the audio and visual is good. Let me know. Are we good? Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. And also, guys, let me know where you're tuning in from. And also if you're a VIP or not. Is the audio good or no? Looks good and sounds good. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Ron, Harold. Okay, cool. Any VIPs on the line? If you're a VIP, let me know. Type in the chat. VIP, Idaho, Aaron Smith, Clarence Kidney, New York, New York. Whoa, Pete, Clearwater, Florida. Clear audio and visual. Awesome. VIP, Texas. Great, great, great. Hope everyone's doing well. It's 2:30 p.m. here in Honolulu, Hawaii, or Hawaii, as you would say if you're an islander. You don't say it the white boy way like Hawaii. What's up, Arnold, lifetime VIP, North Carolina. Steve, Syracuse, New York. Florida, lifetime VIP. What's up, Tony? What's up, Steve? What's up, Russ? And don't worry, I am going to be making your video today on the Q&A for Tube Cash. I believe Russ, no, it wasn't Russ. It wasn't Russ. I'm mixing you up with somebody else. Pepe Coco, VIP, Australia, Savannah, VIP, Dallas Live. Gavin, what's up? What's up? Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Great, guys. So hope everyone's doing well. Today, I just want to cover the paint that I got for the CRV project. Some of you guys might have been seeing the sanding video and some of the slideshow videos that I made the other day. Just a quick update on it. I just threw it in like what was it, iPhoto. They made a photo gallery thing and I just uploaded it. It didn't take me time to do it, but just wanted to put it out there. So it is you, Russ. Okay. Yeah. Brand it, right? Brand it. Russell Brandit. Okay. It is you. Got it. What was I saying? Okay. So the CRV project tomorrow, I haven't touched it all week. I worked on it Saturday all day. That's all I did. I only got one day in the car so far. I worked on it last week, Saturday. It's been sitting all week in the sun. I went to the beach today. I took it to North Shore. We brought it back and all. I just have to clean the top rails and sand it down and get it ready for paint. All the primers on it. The bodywork's done. 2K filler primers all over it. It's all ready to go. All we got to do is cut it down with maybe a 280 and then 400 grit and then ready for paint. I just want to talk about the paint system that I got for it. And then tomorrow I'm going to start sanding it down depending on how many hours I put in tomorrow. I might be able to paint it on Saturday, but I don't think so. I have some work to do on the internet tomorrow. So I'll be working online most of the day. Maybe I'll put a few hours in the car. Saturday, I'll put all day in to get it ready for paint. And then Sunday, I'm going to blast it. And we're going to record the whole process. I got my new GoPro Hero for my head cam. And we're going to be blasting that thing. Whoa, that's awesome, Gavin. Randall, hey, Tony, we have a 06 Highlander that we want to paint again. It has a top coat. It has peeled off spots. Any recommendations for a respray? We're keeping the same color. Body's pretty good. So you got to do what I did. So if you have clear coat peeling, you're going to want to cut it down with maybe a 150, 180, 220, depending on how bad it is. I don't know how bad it is. It depends. Sometimes you just want to go quick, use a 150 grit just to get it sanded down and flat. And then you could just put a 2K filler primer right on top of that and then finish that off and paint it. Okay, that's essentially what I did on the CRV project. I was hitting it with like 220 for a while, and then it started taking a long time. So I switched to 150 grit, cut it down a lot quicker, and then I laid 2K filler primer on it. And now we just have to cut that and paint it. So people were asking me, I was asking a lot of people, hey, should I paint this thing single stage or should I go two stage? a lot of people were like, hey, you know, try the single stage. I haven't painted single stage in a long time. So this will be a good single stage spray. All right. I got the Shopline product, acrylic enamel. Okay. So it's a good enamel. Synthetic is a cheaper enamel. This is an acrylic enamel. The mixing ratio is 8:1:1. So if you're going to be mixing up a whole gallon, okay, you're going to add a pint of hardener and a pint of reducer, give or take. You don't have to add the whole pint of reducer. You can kind of play with it, see how it looks, but up to a pint of reducer. All right. And I got the quicksand color, the brand new Toyota Tacoma, popular color. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it like this. The webcam is not the best, but this is kind of like, it's like a beige, flat beige color. Okay. You can't really see it too well, but once we start spraying it, you guys are going to see the whole step-by-step process. So we got a gallon. Okay. And then if we were to mix the whole thing, I'm not going to mix the whole thing. This is going to be too much because we're only painting around the car and the roof. We're not really painting the lower bumpers, you know, just part of the bumpers and the lower rocker panel. So we're not really going to be, you know, it's not a complete car paint because what we're going to be doing is Raptor lining the bottom third of the car. Maybe not a third, maybe the bottom quarter of the car. Okay. So, you know, we're going to spray, but we might leave the bottom like over sprayed out. You know, I might not just complete the whole thing. You know what I mean? I might just get low enough to where I need to be. So when I mask it, it's colored to where I mask it. You guys know what I'm saying, right? And then what I'll do is wait 3 days. Okay. Let the paint cure really well. Wait 3 days and then get my fine line tape, go around the car, make my design, mask up the top. Okay. And then shoot the Raptor liner around the bottom. Okay. That'll be like 3 days out. I don't want to do it too quick because I don't want to get a chance of the, you know, paint peeling or maybe even the Raptor liner kind of eating the paint up and making it bubble along the line. I don't know. I just want to make sure it's dried dried really well before I put the Raptor liner on it. So if we were to mix this whole thing, it would give me 5 quarts of sprayable paint, right? Because 2 pints will give you a quart. 16 ounces and 16 ounces is 32 ounces. With a gallon would be 5 quarts of sprayable. What I'm probably going to do half. I'll mix half of this first and then see where I need to be. All right. And then, I mean, you guys are going to see the whole process anyway in a complete project. So that's the deal. And then we got a can of Bulldog adhesion promoter, which we're going to spray on the bottom of the car. We're going to clean the car, make sure it's good. We're going to spray this on the bottom before we put our Raptor liner on top of it. Okay. This will give us a little adhesion promoter. Okay. This is the stuff, about 25 to 30 bucks, depending where you get it. I paid $29 for it. Okay. So total just for this, guys, and don't be shocked because paint prices went up, 222 bucks. The gallon of paint was $150. Okay. $41 for hardener. And guess what, guys? Guess what? I did not have to buy the hardener. Okay. You could just mix this with reducer. Okay. You can put 16 to 24 ounces of reducer in here, depending on, the consistency, how you like it. And just let that dry. It'll cure in like a day. Okay. But you're not going to get like this. There was no hardener on this, right? When they put this on, like it's pretty hard. Like I can scratch it. It's really hard, but I mean, and it's good. You could leave it like that. I talked to the guy at the paint shop. He's like, some people don't even add hardener. I'm like, dude, I'm going to add hardener. Give me the hardener. Right. So it does have a hardener that you can put with it, which is the Shopline JH6001 or 6002. Okay. This is a slow hardener because it's pretty hot here. It's going to probably be like 85, 88 when I'm spraying. We want a slow reducer so the paint has a chance to flow out after we lay it on. You know what I'm saying? The game plan is to put 2 medium to wet coats on. I don't plan on mixing the clear coat on the last coat, but what I might do, and if you guys want to put clear coat, urethane clear coat on top of this, you can. Just make sure that it's stringy when you lay your clear on it. Okay, you don't want it to be completely like dried, because if it's dry to the touch and you lay clear on it, you have a chance of wrinkling. Okay, it could wrinkle the paint underneath your single stage. Okay, it's the same as candy. When you're laying that clear coat, you want to make sure that enamel is kind of stringy. Okay, not dry. Okay, not dry to the touch, but a little tacky. That's when you want to lay your clear coat on, if you're going to be laying clear on top of this. Or if you're doing candy, that's when you want to lay your clear coat on top of your single stage, your mid stage, single stage candy, right? Because candy is basically a urethane, you know, it's an enamel, okay? So that's pretty much it. But what I might do, if you guys want to see a flow coat of clear on top of this stuff, what we could do later on is maybe put some black striping on the hood with base coat and then clear the whole thing. Would you guys want to see that? Like, I could do something like that, like just clear a part of the car later as a separate project. So basically paint it, do what I got to do to it, you know, wait 2-3 weeks. And then what I could do is scuff the whole hood down with like 800 grit and put a black graphic on it in base coat, and then clear coat it. You know, maybe Arnold, maybe not like black stripes, but like a black section, you know. Or what I could do is just clear coat the hood like Russ says. So I don't know, guys. Just trying to give you different scenarios, so it's different things that you can watch. You know what I mean? Like a different, hey, here's how, you know, here's how clear coat looks on top of enamel if we wanted to clear coat enamel after it dried for 2-3 weeks. You guys get what I'm saying? Just extra content to give you black Punisher skulls. That would look good, you know, put like a Punisher skull in the middle of the thing and then clear coat it. You know, whatever. You could do whatever. I could even put a decal on it, right? Put a decal and clear coat over the decal and whole hood. So whatever, you know, just wanted to kind of put that out there. If you guys have any ideas, you know, type them in here, let me know, and we could do something, right? We can show a difference, clear versus no clear, just like Russ said. So that's pretty much it. You know, I got the product here, $222. That's, you know, it would have been cheaper if I didn't get this. It would have been like $190, give or take, right? So that's pretty much it. Oh, and if you guys go buying, that's the Tactical Zombie CRV. Yeah, well, I'm thinking we should do like a Jurassic Park theme to it now, because what I could do when it's finally finished is bring it out to Ku'uloa Ranch and take like photos of it with the like Jurassic Park mountains in back of it. But when you guys go buy paint at a paint distributor, always ask them, hey, throw me some paint sticks and strainers, and they'll give you a bunch. So every time I buy paint, I'm like, yo, hook me up with some strainers and paint sticks. So and they usually give you a handful, so you got extra, you know. So just a tip, you can always get free stuff if you ask. You got to ask. Okay, so let's hit up with some. I got sticks and strainers galore. All right, let's hit up some Q&A, guys. If you guys have some Q&A, let's do it now. I just want to give you a quick update. Oh, yeah, they will give you mixing cups. I forgot to ask for mixing cups. Dang it. Does the paint ratio differ depending on brand, Tony? Here, single stages, just 2-to-1. Yes, absolutely. You know, all paint brands, they have a different mixing ratio. Okay, so it's easy. Just look on the can. It'll tell you on the can, you know, in the back, usually on a diagram like this, it'll say, okay, 8 parts this, one part this, 2-to-1, 4-to-1, whatever it is, it'll tell you on the can, you know. So this particular Shopline acrylic enamel, 811. Okay. Well, you don't have to put the hardener, but if you put the hardener, you're going to get a better, solid, harder paint job. And that's what we want, right? We want something that's going to be hard and durable. Okay. Oh, guys, I just got news today that Adam they got the guns in. The guns are all in. The X88s are in, so they're going to be sending out next week. Just an update for any of you guys who are looking into the X88, the new model spray gun. What's up, Tony? I got my new low volume, low pressure spray gun. Question is, can I run that gun on a 60-gallon? Absolutely, you could run the gun on a 60-gallon compressor. You could run it on an 80-gallon compressor or a 200-gallon compressor. It's just the air coming out. You want to make sure you have a regulator, at least 70 to 90 pounds coming through to your line consistently. This way you can cut it down and adjust it at your, do I have a gun here? I don't have a gauge with me though. You can adjust it on your gauge on your gun. And all you really need is 20 to 30 pounds at your gun. Well, 25 to 30 pounds at your gun to paint. Yeah, Gavin, it's a different mixing ratio. And hard is better than soft from what I learned. Yeah, I think that's what she said. Stefan, I'm in Phoenix, have paint guns and nowhere to paint. I'm living in an apartment. I wanted to do it. Well, maybe what you could do is reach out to some body shops in your local area, Stefan, and say, hey, can I rent an area outside, a single stall, or even maybe you can prep the car on the street in the garage at your friend's place, but maybe you could find a booth to rent to paint it, because we used to rent our spray booth many years back. My dad, we were making good money, $3-4 grand a month renting out the spray booth, which took care of like half of the shop rent, Okay. What is a general purpose gun? I'm not sure what your general purpose gun is. A general purpose gun. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Like what? Okay, Lewis says, so do I need that Deca set system, the air filter, the deficit in the regulator after put the 50-foot hose from the compressor? You don't need a Deca system. All you need is a air regulator with a water filter on it, and then you would have the water filter on your gun. I don't have it. It's downstairs in my garage. I don't have something that I can show you. But normally you would have a little red filter here. Well, you would have your gauge, your air gauge, and a red filter. Okay, and then your connection. Is hardener necessary on a base coat with two-stage paint? Andrew, most times no, but I've heard from some people that some base coats require hardener. Not with the paints that I use. I use PPG, DuPont, House of Color. A lot of those base coats are just, you mix it with reducer and then it dries. Okay. I've heard some people say, hey, my base coat, they had a hardener. I don't know what kind of system that was, honestly. It might be some, what brand, Eastwood brand or something like that. I don't know. They're different. So just whatever brand you're getting, just check and just look at the mixing ratios on the products. It has it on the products. Okay, Edwin says, where is Edwin? How hot and muggy is too hot to paint in a home garage? It's always hot and muggy in Florida. Well, I would say if it's above 92, 93, you're going to be sweating your ass off. You could still paint. I would definitely use a slow reducer. okay, for your base coat if you're doing base and clear, and a slow activator for your clear coat. Okay. So you're talking about a water filter system, right? A desiccant system, Lewis. So yes, if you get, I mean, what I have is I have a Ingersoll Rand mini water filter and regulator. It's all in one. It's a little regulator. Like if you go to my blog on Learn Auto Body, I have a whole video and an article on that stuff. Let's see, compressor. If we just type in compressor, setup, hold on. There's going to be a bunch of articles here. Yeah, here. So check these articles out and videos. There's like videos and articles, and I talk all about that. So just check that out. Hey, Tony, better late than never. Hey, Tony, hope all is well. Mike from Michigan. Can you paint over either waterborne or solvent or vice versa? Yes, you can, because with waterborne, the clear coat, it's pretty much the same. It's really not a waterborne clear coat. Okay. So, you know, with water, only the base is waterborne. The clear coat is not waterborne. So you could sand that clear coat and paint whatever you want on top of it, vice versa. Yes, all-purpose gun, Adam X27. If you guys are looking, you want to look for a dependable spray gun, I would look into the X27, high volume, low pressure. Check them out at Zula.com. Mobile terminal user, what would be beneficial going to my local college for auto body and paint or purchasing your auto body and paint? I want to buy your system instead of my drawn out, my hungry classes, waste of my time. Guys, what would you tell this dude to do? Go to auto body class or join Learn Auto Body VIP. I think he could learn a ton of information in there. We've had guys open up their own body shop, not just one, not just five, a load of people who went through my program and just started like side businesses. I'm not joking. I'm serious. Definitely check out Learn Auto Body VIP. There's a lot of content in there. And like we got voiceovers and I take you through all the steps. If we make mistakes and have paint reactions, I go over those reactions with you, show you how to fix them, blah, blah, blah. It's like crazy. Tell them, guys. Tony, can you please answer my question? Is single stage paint good? Yes, single stage is great. Single stage is a good paint, man. It's really a good paint. Plus, in the future, if you wanted to put clear coat on it to give it more durability, you can do that. You know, it's a cheaper system, okay? But it's a good paint. It's a cheaper system, but it's a good paint, okay? If you want to go base coat clear coat, it's a little bit more forgiving when spraying because you could make a mistake, you know, on your base coat. You could fix it, spray a little bit of base. Clear coat, if you run it, you can cut it and buff it. With this, it's less forgiving, okay? You got to make sure you spray it on really good the first time. If you get runs, you can buff it out, especially solid colors. You won't really tell, but sometimes depending on how the paint is, you might see, even if you cut the run out with sandpaper and buff it, you could see a little run sag in the paint. You know, you can't really take it out. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But it gives you a harder time when you're running with metallic. So if you're running a metallic single stage, you're going to see that metallic run even if you cut it. It's the nature of the beast. So a two-stage paint, base coat, clear coat, it's more forgiving because if you screw up on the base coat, you can always wet sand that quick. It dries fast, and then you could just dust it with some new base and you're cool. You lay on the clear coat. If you have a run because it's only clear coat, you can just cut that and buff it and you won't even see it. So that's the pros and cons. Base coat, clear coat's a little bit more money. Not much, you know, maybe a third more, half more, you know, because you got to get clear coat. Well, maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, about half more. So if this is 200, maybe you're looking at 300 for a cheap kit of base coat, clear coat, not with a crazy color, a basic black or white. If you're getting into crazy colors, then just base coat, a gallon could cost you $300-400. Okay. Then you're looking at another $200 for clear coat for a decent clear coat. You want to get good clear coat, you're looking at 300. Oh, I should talk about the clear coat that I'm going to be using on my headlights and maybe some miscellaneous parts, but we'll talk about that later in other videos. Awesome. Hey guys, thank you for all of the great testimonials. Okay, so let's see. Arnold says most motorcycles are painted with waterborne base coat. I did not know that. VIP has loads of stuff you can learn. Thank you, Gavin. Tony, I'm doing a non-aspirated Miata. Is it really worth to take off the bumper covers to paint them separate? It's up to you, Curtis. It's up to you and the quality of the job that you want to deliver. If you're doing a custom paint job with candy or any kind of flake in it, it's best to have the whole car put together. Maybe the bumper could be latched off a little so you have big gapping, so you could kind of get in there and make sure the paint goes in, right? But it doesn't have to be fully apart, okay? If you're, like I said, if you're doing a candy or a custom color, it's best to have everything there so you can make sure your blends and everything lays on evenly. But if you're doing a solid color, you could take it apart, take the doors off, or I don't know how anal you are, how much you want to do, but it's really up to you. If you're going to be doing like a show job and you really want to make it look perfecto and do that, then you could take it apart a little bit more than normal, like just kind of open the gappings up a little bit, pull the bumpers off, but leave them hinged on, and then, paint it that way. It's really up to you. Me with the CRV project, we're not going to be doing door jams. Okay. Screw that. I'm not going to put in the time to do door jams. We're just going to be doing the outside. Plus it's like a brown color. So it's pretty much going to look, it's a brown interior, beige, brown outside. It's not going to look that bad. Okay. But what I'm going to do is make sure I mask up to try to cut down on overspray from going in, because the overspray is what makes it look like crap when you have a lot of overspray. But if it was if the door jams were taped up good, right, and you have a little two-tone difference, it's not going to look that bad. So that's the plan for the CRV. And yeah. Trying to remove plastic dip from aluminum wheels. Tried everything. Goo-Gone, B-Gone, WD. Yeah, Ron, you'd have to just peel it off. If it's not thick enough to peel off, you might want to respray that whole area and let it dry rubbery and then peel it off. It's a pain in the butt to take some of that stuff off, especially if it's like oversprayed on. Because that stuff peels off great when it's on thick, and you can actually have something to grab onto and peel it. But Goo-Gone sucks. I've tried Goo-Gone before. It kind of sucks. WD-40, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I could think of is lacquer thinner. You're just gonna have to wash it off with lacquer thinner. But I don't know what's under that. Do you have chrome under there, aluminum? I don't know. You could mess up what's under there if it's painted as well. I don't know, man. But you got to try to figure it out and let me know. Like, it's hard for me to see because I can't see what you're working on. Gavin says, I've painted my cars just by watching videos and putting the instructions and how to in motion, and bam, cars come out fantastic. Awesome, Gavin. Keep cranking. Troy just said, just went to school for auto body and paint and didn't get what I paid for. This is much better, and you get to see Tony's results. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you so much for the support. Hold on, guys. Guys, you liking the content so far? Give a quick like. Let me know. Did you see the latest paint mask hack that I did? I just wanted to put something cool out. Hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to take a screen capture here of the awesome comments that you put in here for me, because it's awesome. Okay. Yes. So Arnold says, I just painted my whole truck and 4 motorcycles from what I learned from taking Tony's course. It's worth every penny. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. And you know what, guys? Like, working on cars, to me, you can also take your mind off of current events, because I got to be honest with you, the past couple of days, like, I've been going down these rat holes, man, these rabbit holes of like this whole COVID stuff and what's going on, and the whole, I'm just really upset of what's happening around the world. And it's very disturbing, and sometimes the only way to really kind of get out of it is to be with your family, your kids, and also working on stuff. You got to keep busy or else it'll drive you insane. What's up, Gary? Tony's materials were worth it. Thank you so much, Troy. Can you answer my question, Tony? Cool tip on mask. Can you answer my question, Tony? SG3, what was your question? Sorry, I'm trying to go up here and see it. SG3. When applying sealer, does it go before or after primer? And do you only need to apply it to areas with bodywork? Okay, so there's a whole myth out there that you have to seal everything before you paint it, guys. Primer is sealer, okay? You don't have to put strictly just a sealer over your primer work before you paint. You could paint right over a good 2K urethane primer, all right? And if you add 10% more reducer to your primer, it becomes a sealer anyway. But still, you're still going to have to kind of sand it down and get it ready for paint, okay? So just take the sealer stuff out of your head and just use a good 2K filler primer, urethane, right? Do your bodywork areas, cut it down, get it nice and flat, mask up your car, and shoot it. Like, you guys can follow me on this CRV project. I'm doing the same exact thing here. We just did all the bodywork in one day. All the bodywork on that thing. I got hours of footage, by the way, that will be in VIP. We're going to release some versions on YouTube for free. It's going to be great. I might even release a lot of it on YouTube. But VIP, we're going to have a little bit more voiceover, a little bit more tips and tricks, on different angles and stuff. So you guys will like that. Just became a member and I'm hooked. I bought a 60-gallon, 5 horsepower. Should I spray better with Atom, high volume, low pressure, rather than the low volume, low pressure? So if you have both of the guns, high volume is good for laying on base coats and metallic base coats and all of that. And the low volume, low pressure is good for laying on clear coat. But again, like I said it a million times, it doesn't mean that you cannot paint both base and clear with one gun, okay? The low volume, low pressure is for people who have smaller air compressors or just want to use less volume, okay? These guns require a little bit more pressure to operate. Would you do a Harbor Freight testing on the spray guns? Yeah, in the future, I will do that. I'll do a Harbor Freight spray gun test. Actually, a Harbor Freight or with those cheaper $100 spray guns, they will spray good. It's really the guy behind the gun. It is the gun, maybe 50%, but it's also the guy behind the gun. Because I could take a cheap piece of crap gun and make the paint job come out good because I know how to lay it on. But it doesn't mean that gun's going to last a long time. most of those guns, they don't last a while. That's why a lot of people, they won't, like all these YouTube guys out there, they won't consistently use the cheap gun because they break down. Okay. They're using the better guns because they last longer, and it's not like a one-time use throwaway gun. Tony, can you please answer my question? I think I did. Okay, so let's go down. God, I'm so way back on the Q&A here. Guys, I'm just gonna go down. Yes, where do you get the 3M cartridges from the video in your MASCAC? You could check Amazon, Clarence Kidney, sorry. Thank you, Gavin. Ron Cocker, hey, thanks, Tony. Arnold, I will try the heat gun on very thin. May try paint remover on black of the rim. Okay, cool. Tony, when painting a plastic motorcycle tank, can I get away with 2K primer, or do I have to seal it also to be on the safe side? You can get away with 2K primer right on the plastic, Arnold. I love my X21. That thing paints awesome. That's awesome, dude. Keep it up, Arnold. For primer, I recommend the Atom X20. It's a good primer gun. It's a good paint gun in general, but I like that one for primer. To me, I don't know, I get the 1.8, the 2.0 tip, and I like to lay primer with the X20. So if we go here, oh guys, I'm not sure if you knew, but there is a special going on at Zula. Right till tomorrow, you can get $50 off instantly the X27s. If you add it to cart, it comes down to $309 from $359. So I just wanted to put that there. And then here is the X20 at Zula.com that also comes with a free gun bud light system. They all come with a free gun bud light system. So Aaron says, I use my X20 for primer and X21 for basic clear coat. That's what I do. Hey, what's up, Jack? Glad you're on. Paul, long time. Yeah, I got my brothers live in Ronkonkoma, Long Island in Nesconset. Cool place. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I'm kind of like, we're on like 40 minutes now. I'm gonna head out. So for all you new guys jumping on, any newbies on here that never been on before, I'm gonna give you a link where you can grab a free auto body manual. I'll see you guys on next week, same time. And then, you know what? We might do these more again. I might bring them back to twice a week. Hit the like button. Let me know. Hopefully you guys like the show tonight, the Q&A or whatever. And stay tuned because I plan to have the CRV done this month. Like by the end of the month, the thing's going to be done. So you guys are going to see a whole video. Guys, give me some feedback. I was thinking of releasing the CRV video in like one whole video on YouTube, maybe like a 15-minute clip of like A to Z, or should I do like 3 sections, like three parts, like the body work, prep, and then paint? Like, what do you guys think? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. All I know is I just want to put out some good content for you guys. But anyway, 3 parts. Everybody's like 3 parts. Maybe I'll do 3 parts and then I'll do a all-in-one, like short clips. Maybe I'll do 3 parts like long, like 15-minute video, 15-minute video, 15-minute video. And then I'll do like a final A to Z, like 10 minutes. Like it gives you everything in like a faster version from like A to complete, from piece of crap to pimped out. Okay. All right, guys. Just wanted some feedback. Thank you for that. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Again, if you are totally new to the channel here, grab your free book. Thank you, Arnold, Jack, Aaron, Paul, Curtis, mobile, terminal user, Aaron Smith, Clarence Kidney, Paul. Again, I said that. Troy, Jack, Dan Harper, Russ. Yes, Russ, give me some time, please. I'm so friggin' busy. But what you want to do is use ClickFunnels. I have to make a video. I was thinking about it. I think it's going to be better for me to make you a video and reply back. All right, so I got to head out, guys. What's up? Peace out. Next week, see you guys later. And yeah, this weekend I'll be spraying the CRV, and I'll give you some updates on YouTube. Maybe we'll go live. Maybe we'll go live quick, you know, like at the shop. And I don't plan on painting it in a spray booth. I could paint it in a spray booth next door at the next body shop. He said $100. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. But at my friend's Tony's shop, like, we have enough space. I might even just shoot it in the shop. Just hose it out, close the garage door, and just whack it. So that's what I might do. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, guys. Peace out. See you next week. Cheers.